Yo, what is up, guys? CoReefing here. Wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on with the SR80. And I didn't clean the glass this time so that you guys can see how reef tanks look when you don't clean them. Also, when you introduce some Kalkwasser into the tank. So as you guys know, I was mixing it in a 5-gallon bucket, and I always had a little bit left because the pump wouldn't be able to get down all the way to the bottom. So I would take the last little bit and kind of slur it, mix it by itself in the bucket, and then I would dump that into the tank. And I did that, I want to say 2 days ago, maybe one day. I don't think it's a good thing. I am starting to get some sort of like web-like algae. I don't even think it's algae. I think it's just white buildup on the rocks. And the camera really can't focus. Oh, you guys can see it there a little bit. It's not a lot, but it is white buildup, and I think it's because I'm dosing that Kalkwasser that I'm not supposed to be.
Years of academy training wasted.
And the wave makers, check out the marine beta back there. Let me get a clean spot in the glass maybe. He's waiting for some food. But the wave makers are looking a bit white from the Kalkwasser and or calc that I just have been dosing the tank with. That is blurry. The camera's having a hard time focusing since the glass is dirty, but it's all right. We'll get through this. And again, this left-hand side, this Nero 5 is also looking a bit white. I think I'm going to take those out and clean them here in a second. I haven't had anything die off other than one of my favorite corals, actually. Check it out. My bubble coral back there is not looking so hot. It's like you can see its skeleton on that right side, and you can see a couple bubbles on that left, but yeah, it's not looking so good.
Someone save me!
I did move it back there because there's less flow, and he was getting quite a bit of flow on that right side. Just a quick update on the Kalkwasser dosing that I have. I did start off pretty slow and slowly worked my way up to where I'm at now, and that is 1,800 milliliters a day. I'll do the math and I will show you guys that here at the bottom of the screen. Yeah guys, that's what's been going on. I will clean this glass and we'll come back to this tank view here in a sec. Alright guys, one thing I did want to mention as I'm cleaning this glass is watch out for your placement on your wave makers. I mean, for various reasons, but one being you being able to get your glass cleaner in between and all around your wave makers, wherever you place them. So as I'm cleaning here, I can't get into this area either from the top and or the bottom, right? So I can get around it this side, which is fine, but you want to make sure, I am going to move this a little bit more to the right so that this cleaner actually goes straight through here, because I'm starting to get some buildup here, and you guys will see it more on this other side actually, where you'll start getting algae. This is the front glass where you see that like green algae, and that's all the white stuff just kind of gunking up on these things, guys. And then this is that other side where I just want to be able to clean a little bit better, so I'll move these back a little bit so that I can clean the glass from both sides. But it's already starting to look a lot more clearer, right? Compared to when I first started. You guys can now see all the white stuff building up on these. And I'll just throw these in a bucket and turn them on with citric acid. It's usually what I use. I got it from like Amazon or something. But people also use vinegar and water that also does the trick. I think citric acid just does a little bit better job, so that's what I've used for a while, and that's what I'll continue to use. I did notice there's an anemone back here on the floor, right next to that rock. I don't think it's gonna... Right there. So I need to pick that up. I think it's dead, and I don't want it to go into my wave maker, so I have noticed a bunch of little anemones now, so I think these guys are just splitting like crazy. Check it out, guys. I moved the wave maker and actually just wiped it down with my hand, and a lot of that white dust did seem to come off. So I will deep clean those later, not today. On that right hand side glass, look, you can see the circle where the wave maker used to be, so yeah, I'll just clean that off and I'll do the same thing on the other side. And here's the finished result, guys. Finally moved that wave maker so that my glass cleaner can fit through there. Might have moved it too far right, but we'll see. I don't know. It's a little cloudy because I was, like I said, scrubbing all that white stuff off those wave makers. It's cleaning up nice. I did throw out that anemone that was back there. It wasn't doing good, and I just threw it out, to be honest. I have more than enough in here, I think. This shroom is looking crazy. Check that out. My poor bubble coral is back there suffering. You guys can see it a little bit better now. We'll see how it goes. I did just do an alkalinity test, and my alkalinity tester is broken or something. It literally says that I'm at like 3.5 and 4. So I took 2 tests.
This cannot be happening to me.
I'm gonna have to go to the store and like get some other tests done. One of my local stores does have an aqua spin, so I might just take my water and do that. Because nothing in here, literally nothing else is dying. Got some Montes, I got some more shrooms, I got some Blastos here, and everything is doing great. The only thing that's not doing so hot is bubble coral, but those like stony corals, they're hard to maintain, guys. So especially if you don't do water changes like me, right? I haven't done a water change in like 4 months because I've been dosing Kalkwasser, and like I was saying, I'm up to 1,800 milliliters a day of full potency Kalkwasser. I hope my alkalinity tester is broken, and if it is, I just need to get a new one. I might try swapping out the battery. Maybe the light in the unit itself isn't working properly. I do still have 9 clownfish in here, the orange storms, and I have no idea how many anemones I have. Like I said earlier, they're just splitting like crazy, so I'll count them one day, but I don't know. After you have so many, I think you just kind of lose count and don't care as long as they don't go in your wave makers. So I did clean up this left side as well. I do have a Nero 3 in the back and this Nero 5 here in the front. The Nero 3 is mainly to shoot water behind all the rock work, and then the 2 Nero 5s are kind of offsetting each other, facing each other. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd give you guys an update on what's going on with the SR80. I did turn off the lights to get better pictures of the tank for you guys. Corals pop whenever you're in a dark room and you have the filter on. So, but yeah, guys, thanks for everybody that has liked and followed me, subscribed. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I think I'm up to like 190 now, which is awesome. My goal is probably going to be to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, but who knows?
Amen! Why not? Why not, right?
That'll be cool if I can. Let me know if you guys want to see anything in specific. I do have my Amazon storefront linked in the bottom. Anything and everything that I use in my tank is going to be in that list, aside from some of the lights and stuff, because Amazon doesn't sell those, or if they do, it's just going to be like at a ridiculous price. So anything that I have listed on Amazon is because I've researched it and compared to other sites. They have reasonable prices, and of course 2-day shipping, you can't beat that. if you have Prime, I guess. Cool, guys. I'll leave you guys to get back to what you were doing, and I'll see you on the next one. CoReefing out.